And let me drop this gem on your melon. Open your mind, let your conscience be free. You're now rolling with your man, Louie T-double-E. Let me open you up. Get you thinking a little bit. So, I got a great gem dropping session for you today, and I think this is going to take up pretty much the bulk of the podcast, so bear with me here. But, I was listening to a couple of other podcasts, and I was talking on my Redskins show the other night, and I had a question that came in about my sleepers for the upcoming season, and that got me to thinking. I don't want to do sleepers. Everybody's doing sleepers, man. Like, that's the easy, chic, low-hanging fruit topic to discuss. Everybody and their mama's doing that. And look, there's no real live action to talk about, so everybody's looking for lists and easy, low-hanging fruit. That's the one that everybody's reaching for if you're talking NFL football. So I'm going to go in a little bit of a different direction. And, that's what I do here on this podcast anyway. So I got 4 different categories that I want to discuss about teams. And I've assigned 3 teams to each of these categories. And then I've given an honorable mention for each of these categories as well. So in all, you're talking about 16, 17 teams that I'm going to talk about. And so about half of the league. And that's what this league is about. It's parity. So I got 4 categories. These are the categories that we're going to discuss. Team or teams for you. It might be just one team. For me, I've got multiple teams with the most to gain in 2020. So the teams with the most to gain. I think the teams that may have struggled last season or may have underachieved last year, but this year, they've got a chance to really hit it big and make a huge leap and potentially make the postseason. So the teams with the most to gain. The team or teams, in my case, multiple teams, maybe your case, one team, with the most to lose. These are the teams that really had successful seasons last year, and now they're at the top of the mountain, so to speak, and they have a chance to fall all the way down that mountain and maybe not be able to climb back up. And then I've got team or teams, in my case, teams, maybe your case, team, with no pressure on them in 2020. They could just go out and play ball. Nobody's expecting much of anything from them. They're under the radar. Everybody's paying attention to other teams in their division. They're laying low. But they've got a chance to jump up like the 49ers did last year. Everybody was talking about the Rams. Everybody was talking about the Seahawks. No one was talking 49ers. And they jump up and bit everybody in the ass and made it all the way to the Super Bowl. So these are the teams with no pressure on them whatsoever going into 2020. And then finally, the teams or team, in my case, teams, multiple, with all the pressure on them going into the 2020 season. Look, there are huge expectations, whether right or wrong, whether self-imposed or from the outside influences. There's a lot of pressure on these teams to get it done in 2020, or else changes could be made, or you just could be really disappointed in their performance. So let's start with the teams or team with the most to gain. And I want your input on this. Hit me up on Twitter, either at Louie T Network or LTN Pod. Either way, I'll get it. All right. Both of them come straight to my inbox. So hit me on Twitter at Louie T Network or at LTN Pod and give me your responses to this. All right. Or whatever platform you're getting this on, leave a comment there or leave it on the website, louietnetwork.net. All right. Either way, I will get it. I'd love to hear from you guys on this gem dropping session. So teams with the most to gain that I view in the 2020 season with the most to gain. Let's start with the Denver Broncos. They're the chic pick right now. I almost feel dirty for bringing them up because everybody else and their mama is bringing up the Denver Broncos in the 2020 season. Really impressed with what Drew Lock did at the end of the season. They added a bunch of offensive weaponry. I mean, this team is loaded. They look like the Chiefs. They smell like the Chiefs. They feel like the Chiefs. Now, is Drew Lock Patrick Mahomes? Hell no. But with those weapons around him, he doesn't have to be Patrick Mahomes. He's just got to be good. And if he's good, they're going to be great. Like Tony the Tiger, they're great on offense. Want to hear more of this and other Louie T Network podcast episodes? Click the link below. Louie T.